It is time to get into all things gas prices and all the excitement that comes along with that. So, first, we're going to bring up this chart for you. The state average here in Tennessee is just about $2.50, not half bad. In Jackson, things are a little more expensive, 257. Then we go down the list to Nashville, looking at about 255. Here in Knoxville, we are just about 2 cents under that state average at 248. And then in Chattanooga, if you're heading down there for the holidays, things are looking good, 239 on average there. So let's go ahead and bring in our AAA map here. This is a nationwide look. The national average is just under $2.90. And again, so the darker blue color is going to be the cheaper. Follow this scale there all the way up to the dark red. That's going to be the most expensive. Again, Tennessee, right about 250 here for us. And let's take a look at some of those surrounding states. If you are driving up north into Kentucky, we are looking at about $2.58 on average. If you are heading east into North Carolina, a little more expensive. We're looking at about $2.68 on average. I know it's not a border state, but if you're heading maybe South Carolina coast, things pretty similar there as well, $2.57. Georgia, it's just south of us, a little more expensive, $2.76. Alabama, $2.60 on average. Mississippi looking right at about $2.52, very close to our average here, really quite the same. Arkansas, $2.46. Missouri, $2.53, and Illinois a little more expensive. Their average still sitting right around $3. So be ready for that if you're traveling regionally. If you're heading out further, maybe taking a really long road trip, you can dig into all of the details here. On this AAA map, you can click right in, which is what we're going to do with Tennessee right now. And you can get the county by county breakdown and see how things are really shaping up across the state. So we're going to start off with Knox County. Knox County sitting, again, we just talked about this with the Knoxville gas price, but about $2.48 on average. Things are not too bad. Anderson County, even cheaper than that, just about $2.40. Loudoun County, looking at about $2.48. Blount County, just under $2.50. Sevier County, sitting right at about $2.47. Jefferson County, $2.49. So again, you can find this AAA map and look at all those surrounding counties. If you're heading down to Chattanooga, things are looking pretty good there, $2.38 on average. But if you are going to be heading west, maybe toward the Nashville area, Davidson County, it wouldn't be a bad idea to gas up before you get out on the roadways. If you get a full tank, odds are you can make it there. Things are a little bit more expensive in that region, just about $2.60. And if you're heading all the way west, maybe in the Memphis area, or you're driving west out of the state, you're going to want to gas up before you get there. All of these western counties are looking a little more expensive. Shelby County sitting right at about $2.53 there. So let's go ahead and we're going to click into Knox County, and we can scroll down and we'll take a look at how all of these trends are shaping up. So again, here we are today, current average right about $2.50 for a regular gallon of gas here in Tennessee. Just a touchdown from yesterday. Yesterday's average was $2.52. Last week, a week ago, it was $2.59. A month ago, $2.67, and a year ago, about $2.72. So as you can see, this trend over time has been going down. And if you want to dig into these other gas types, we just ran through all of the regulars, but you can take a more specific look at what you specifically would like to get into. We'll scroll down and look at Knoxville for just a second. Same story here. Current average, $2.48. A year ago, it was at $2.60, so a little bit noticeably lower for us right now. And we have shown you this before, but we want to just remind you again, we have a gas tracker page for you right over on WATE.com. You can use this at pretty much any time. You're able to come on here. I believe it is powered by Gas Buddy, and you are able to find the cheapest rate for gas around you. These are all reported by people who have visited those locations. So again, these are just reported by people like you and me who decided to contribute. So let's see, if you are driving out in West Knoxville, let's find a good cheap one for you. Does that say $2.24? It sure does. This is the Casey's on Level Road right near I-40. Not a bad idea if you are either driving into Knox County or driving out. This would not be a bad place to stop. And this $2.24 was reported this morning at 8 a.m. Again, things are subject to change, but you can check it all out and see all of the latest there. Let's take a look at this one. I believe this says 218. Weigel's, 4750, Middlebrook Pike and Third Creek. This morning at 8 a.m., there was a $2.18 gas price reported. Not a bad idea if you are heading into the downtown area, getting closer to there. Let's find a good one north of town here. Let's see. All right, here's not a bad one. This is Weigel's 6532 on Maynardville Pike and Folly Drive in Knoxville. North side of town, 237 was reported this morning at just about 8 a.m. And let's find one for our friends on the south side of town, South Knoxville. Well, here's not a bad one. This is just north of McGee-Tyson Airport, the Shell 3012 Ocoa Highway near Wrights Ferry Road, 249. This price, though, was reported Thursday at 3 p.m., so things easily could have changed since then. This one's looking pretty good, too. Murphy, USA, 120 Green Road and Chapman Highway, 238 was reported this morning. Let's take a look, though, for any of our friends who maybe are driving out to the mountains toward Virginia, North Carolina, any of those places. This is right where 40 splits off to go to Sevierville. Buc-ee's reporting a 213. I bet that's a pretty popular spot for people traveling that way right now. This is 170 Buc-ee's Boulevard, right off I-40, Sevierville. Not a bad price there if you are taking a trip down to Sevierville, Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, any of those places. And we do also want to tell you, across the state, those prices have been holding steady, but we are learning that the cheapest gas in the country right now, on average, can be found in Oklahoma, and that average price is right about $2.33. So again, not a bad idea to be able to hop in here and take a look at what those best prices are near you. We want to give you all the tools to help you plan your holiday drive successfully. So again, you can visit AAA. We have the gas finder for you right here on WATE.com, so you can see all of the latest and how things are shaping up out there as you get ready to go for those holiday travels.